COVID-19 pandemic chronology video for today, Thursday, 6th October 2022. I had a visitor from the FINA and a visitor from the International Olympic Committee come and visit because the topic is not necessarily COVID-19 pandemic related. However, their visiting is because they have very low workloads this year. So like the FINA, for example, has a swimming World Cup and it's the smallest, shortest it's ever been. So their workload, they don't have very much going on this year, so they could send representatives. And this has nothing to do with like my swimming per se. It has to do with my writing and publishing about swimming on Wikipedia and aquatic sports on Wikipedia and my work experience. So with both FINA, which is the international governing body for aquatic sports, and then the International Olympic Committee, which is like the modern Olympic Games and stuff, both have if you've ever worked in nuclear kind of anything, you're not actually allowed, you're not eligible to compete. You're not welcome. So I have work experience in nuclear physics. So specifically, the representatives came to tell me what I already knew. It's pretty well known, and at least the nuclear physics community is, we're not, and especially someone like me who has work experience not only in nuclear physics, but nuclear weaponry, military technology, that kind of stuff. So we are not allowed to compete. People that share that work experience are not allowed to compete and are not welcome at, that's kind of the main thing, at any FINA event nor any International Olympic Committee event. Okay, that's been written in the rules since like World War I. Okay, but nuclear technology didn't exist back then. Oh yeah. Like, okay, at least not nuclear weaponry of today, right? That's relatively modern science. As in modern science, as in like younger than the Olympic Games kind of science. Yeah, so if you don't know your nuclear physics history, maybe look up a timeline. Yeah, just if technology is needed, how to explain. If technology is needed to build nuclear weaponry, and the technology does not exist yet, can't actually make the nuclear weapons, and that are like kind of the babies in military weaponry and stuff like that. And that's kind of stuff that has been made following World War II. However, the clause about no work on weaponry, military technology, for World War II, it was atomic weaponry, so like atomic bombs and stuff like that. So people who worked on that were not welcome. And it's a life ban. It's that kind of thing. So if you have any work experience in nuclear or other forms of weaponry as well, you're not allowed to actually compete, not welcome at FINA nor International Olympic Committee events. It's a pretty common thing. It's not unique to aquatic sports. So they sent representatives, and they sent representatives because it's the COVID-19 pandemic and they have less going on. So that's how it's actually related to the COVID-19 pandemic. In my life, it was like, okay, you're telling me more stuff I know. That's not, I mean, I would not have competed at any of those competitions anyway. Those aren't my cup of tea, so to speak. So there's that. It's kind of a life unchanged kind of thing. But the spur was not actually any of my times. Like my best time ever in the 100-yard breaststroke was like a 1:18 or a 1:19, 1 minute 18 seconds, 1 minute 19 seconds. Like they laugh at my times, like literally these representatives from these organizations. But in the case that I ever did come around, since I've been writing and contributing so much on Wikipedia to biography pages for competitors in different aquatics disciplines, they're like, just to make it clear, you, Tanis, Coralee, Leonhardi, are not welcome. We do not want you. And they said that. And I'm like, well, nothing new in my life. I've had stuff like that happen in person more than a handful of times. So it's nothing new for me. There's a certain temperament that comes with being a nuclear physicist that we can handle that and we're just fine. Versus like the standard American swimmer for USA Swimming that would derail their career. There's like nuclear physicists on their tolerances is kind of like, and like pool swimming is like, okay. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy of maybe I don't want to interact with that community. Like I didn't consider those real competitions to begin with. So yeah. So in that sense, I think our worldviews are actually aligned. Like especially when you consider like people who design weapons, they're intended to be used on certain people. So maybe not inviting the person like who's designing the weapon to compete on a global thing is actually a smart idea. So I'm saying I agree with it. Right, I'm not mad at this whatsoever. I agree with it, kind of thing. So it's no ruffled feathers on my end, kind of thing. And what? Oh, my hubby Kyle wants me to pursue my dream if we go this way, which right now I have zero idea if that would happen. But pursue my dream of I would really like to do, I'm a scientist, I'm a mathematician. I think it would be really fun to pay a timing agency, so like hire Microplus timing, hire Longines, hire Omega timing, hire Seiko, or whatever. There's a bunch of different timing entities in different continents and stuff. And so hire some of those and do like, if we were practicing, which I'm not, pool swimming, do like a weekly performance, do like a certain repertoire, and have representatives come, pay them to implement the official timing system, YouTube it, get the times, and YouTube it. And so that's like that would be a really fun YouTube project. This came up on my graduate school visit at Georgia Institute of Technology, when I was going through like the application process there, which I ended up turning down the offer. But yeah, that was kind of it'd be cool to just do swimming for fun, you know, just get the times and post it publicly on YouTube. And it doesn't count for anything, right? It's not a FINA championships. It's not an International Olympic Committee event. Oh, and in addition to not being welcome to compete, I am ineligible for world records, like FINA world records, which is really like, okay, like that's way beyond my purview. Anyway, so again, there was 100% consensus between me and FINA and me and the International Olympic Committee. And it was like, world record. That's almost comical. That's not me. To begin with, so yeah, it was again 100% agreement. So feel good all the way around. And so I can't get world records. It's like it'd be fun to document. So my personal best time in the 100-yard breaststroke, for example, is a 1 minute 18, 1 minute 19 seconds time, approximately, in that range. And it'd be fun to document PBs, my personal best times, like if I got faster, to just put that out there publicly and not have it count for records, and not like it's I swim for joy, not for money. And so yeah, and then it'd be really fun. So Kyle's like, okay, I love you, honey. Baby T, wifey, I love you. So what would be your expansion dream on that? Getting me in entrepreneurial mode. I'm like, ugh. Yeah. And so it was I would invite people. Like, I want to swim with, or it'd be fun to include people like Sarah Sjöström of Sweden. It'd be really fun to have my sister swim with me, and then have it be a battle of the Leonhardis versus the Campbell sisters of Australia. Do like sister versus sister. That would be very cool. There's Mel, Adam Peaty's coach. She is a female. There is Liesl Jones. There's Lydia Jacoby. You see, there are the people I competed with for over a decade: Devin Geary, Kayla Maxwell, Tori Lewis, Mackenzie Bang. Yeah. Oh, get some of the parents from Summer League: Jan Allen, Lisa Allen, Bob Allen. Those are not the same family. Two of those are the same family, but we had more than one Allen family. That kind of thing. Just invite normal people. And because there are some institutions in swimming, so like, take, for example, like Danube Arena in Hungary, they might not get a payment from various organizations that use their pool, or they get paid after an event. We trump that. We go in and we say, not only are we going to pay you, we're going to pay you in advance of the competition to host us 6 swimmers who really just want to swim for time and put it on YouTube, no competition. Can we do that? We'll pay you triple of what FINA pays you. We'll pay you triple of what the International Olympic Committee pays you. We'll pay you triple of whatever, right? Do you want to make money? Danube Bay Arena? You know, that kind of thing. So just kind of, well, considering the amount of non-payment that goes on in aquatic sports these days, let's add new competition. So my Kyle jumped on that. He's like, baby, you can do this if you want to do this. But right now I'm living with my parents, and that's just not reality. So that gets me to the second pandemic update for today. I have started cleaning my parents' house, like the part of the house where they live, for money. And today I did it for the first time. I made $40. This is like a every other week kind of thing. I got a $10 bonus. It took me 1 hour, 29 minutes. And it's a $30 thing normally, but I got a $10 bonus because of my first time doing it. And I do not have to report the income for Medicaid, for my health insurance, because the minimum reportable income is $140 a month. So if I make $140 a month or more, I do have to report my income for my health insurance. So this keeps me, even if I do it at twice a month, $60 a month as an income, and that is less than the reportable income. So it's nice to have income, also something that doesn't affect my health insurance. So that was and that it stems from the pandemic and me being here and that kind of stuff. So good news. It's a potentially more steady stream of income. So that is my pandemic chronology video, COVID-19 pandemic, for Thursday, 6 October 2020.